A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will get first crack at it today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Irwin. A little screen to the running back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too.
There he goes! And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now the play fake. He's got him. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use it.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
But they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. And going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give out of the gun. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Powers forward. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the RPO, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Irwin. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Irwin. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. The RPO, it's complete. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. 2nd down coming up. On the ground, it's Thomas. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks have this offense rolling. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 17 over Air Force. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye. Breaks into the open.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Emmanuel. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. Makes the grab. At the 40. There he goes. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Foster. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Foster. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hauls it in. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Ducks want to move quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. First down, 10 yards to go. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. He'll get rid of it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quickly complete. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play.
That is bullshit.
Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
That is.
Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they turn it into a defensive score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on 3rd.
Come on, man. My guys don't even react to the fucking ball going for it. Fuck these.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Fakes to grab. Got room at the 35. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Immediately fires to the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. He's got the tight end. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Gives it on the option. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback who gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Trying to set up the screen. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy...
He tries to take the top off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. It's complete to the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner goes down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Irwin. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Give me that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Well, the QB was trying to throw it to his running back behind the line of scrimmage. He never saw the defender. That was as easy a pick 6 as that guy is ever going to score.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of script.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1. Lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the ground with the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
It's complete on the right side. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Cowboys are on the move. He wants to throw it again. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Webb. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They go to the ground, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.